So today I'm taking part in a video hop to celebrate Trinity's brand new Autumn Impressions release. Hey crafty people, it's Tash here, welcome back to my channel. If you like the video then please do give me a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed I would love it if you'd consider hitting that button. So I'm going to be creating a slimline card with a couple of the products from the latest release, and I'm just going to dive straight in. So I've got a slimline panel here that I've cut with one of the slimline die sets that Trinity carry, and I've got the Seasonal Winds stencil attached, and I'm just blending some, I think it's Salty Ocean Distress Oxide over the stencil, just to give me a sort of subtle tone on tone kind of look. So you can see how that looks there. I'm going to leave that to dry whilst I work on the other elements for my card. So I've got a piece of vellum here that I've just put inside my Misty, and I've got the Beautiful Breeze. Did I get them the wrong way around? I've got the stamp set. It's one image with lots of beautiful leaves blowing along in the wind. So I've lined that up, and I've got some different Catherine Pooler inks in sort of an autumnal kind of colour scheme that I'm going to be adding on. So I've put an extra magnet bar on because I want to make sure that this vellum really stays still. And I'm just adding some of the different autumnal colours that I've chosen, just adding them to the images on this stamp set. No rhyme, no reason to where I'm adding them. That's my daughter's teddy that just popped into the screen. And yeah, I'm just really randomly adding the different colours. Normally you wouldn't sort of stamp onto vellum because that's not gonna dry, but I want to take advantage of that property of the vellum for a really fun technique. So I'm adding all those different ink colours on, all of it slapdash. They're clearly not mixed very well on the stamp, but then I'm going to stamp them down onto the vellum, and because that vellum, the inks aren't going to soak into it and they're not going to dry on top, that's going to mix those colours together on the vellum, and you just get this really cool, beautiful, marbled kind of effect. But because that is wet, I'm now going to emboss it, and that's going to seal that colour, that that stamped image onto the vellum, and it just looks really cool. So I've got Halo, which is a Catherine Pooler and Wow embossing powder. It's like a clear glitter, it's just gorgeous, I love it. And I've left in a little bit of the embossing so you can see that gorgeous shift, the iridescent glitter that's in that embossing powder. And look how awesome those colours are all mixed on the vellum. I just think that's a really cool technique. I was really happy when that sort of came out. So I decided that I'm going to cut those leaves out individually, and I literally just fussy cut them all. It did take a little bit of time, but I think that it was worth it. Just stick something on in the background, some music or some TV or whatever, and yeah, cut away. So I grabbed the main sentiment from that same stamp set, and I've stamped it using ultra slow drying embossing ink from Wow onto some Nina £80 cardstock, and I'm just using, can't remember the name, but I think it's like Ulla's Cognac, something like that. I'll have it linked, which is another embossing powder, and I absolutely love this. I think it's the perfect colour for autumnal kind of, it's just beautiful. So I cut a little strip off when I was trimming that sentiment down, and I decided that this embossing powder is so beautiful that I wanted to have more of it on my card. So I've just embossed that whole strip, and it is so gorgeous. So I spent ages putting my leaves into place there where I wanted them, and totally forgot that I didn't glue them down, because I didn't glue them yet. So I lifted it up, and oh no. But I thought, I'm not going to make you watch me put them all in place only to then drop them again. So I did my sentiment with some tape runner, and I've just trimmed the edge off into an angled end, and then I'm going to add this embossed strip and then trim that as well once it's in place, so that that edge just sort of follows down from the sentiment strip down onto that embossed strip. And then I'm going to start adding my leaves again. I'm just adding a few white gel pen highlights. I tried to add some with some white pigment ink, but I really didn't like it, so I sort of just dabbed it up, and then that's mainly hidden with this white gel pen, so that's why I didn't bother showing me doing that. But yeah, not everything that I do pays off. Sometimes I really don't like how it ends up. So I'm just deciding where I want the leaves, adding a few dots of glue to the back, and then sticking those into place. I do swap and change a few times, so I have sped this up quite a bit so that you don't have to sit and watch it all. But if you do want to see a little bit slower of how my sort of process of where I put them and moving them, swapping and changing, then you can slow it down by just hitting the three dots at the top of the video screen. If you click that, you can change the playback speed. So whilst I'm putting all these on, is a pretty good time to talk about the hop. So like I said, this is celebrating Trinity's Autumn Impressions release. We've got this video hop, and we've also got a hop going on over on Instagram, so be sure to head over there as well so that you can see all of the awesome inspiration that the team has created for you. You can hop along with us. The link to the next video is down in my description box below, and all you need to do is just hop through and like, subscribe, leave comments to be entered to win one of 2 $25 gift cards to the Trinity Stamps store. So that's pretty awesome. Once I was happy with where I got all of my leaves, I grabbed out some of I think these are the Amber Glow gems, and I'm just adding some of those on using my tidy tray and my pickup tool to help me put those in place. I do like to sort of put them out where I think I'm going to put them, and then add some glue once I'm happy with the placement. And that's my card. I hope you like it. I absolutely love the way the ink all sort of marbles together, and just, oh, so beautiful. As soon as I made this, I wanted to do the technique again. So I hope that you like it. I hope you'll give it a go. Don't forget to like and leave a comment below, and if you aren't already subscribed, then I would love it if you would please consider it. The next video link is in the description box. I hope that you have a lovely, happy, safe, wonderful week. Stay crafty. Bye.